President Biden is expected to sign an executive order on, quote, protecting access to reproductive health care. Now, 2 weeks ago, of course, the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, leaving millions of Americans without access to abortion in their states. President Biden has been facing pressure from Democrats to offer some protections for those people. White House correspondent Stephanie Liebergen joins us now with what we can expect from this announcement today. Good morning, Stephanie.
Hey, Jay, good morning. Well, President and the White House taking more steps today to try to protect access to abortion by signing this executive order that is really going to do a wide number of things. So this order will work to protect access to medication abortions, contraception, and family planning. Will create a new volunteer lawyer group to help defend access to reproductive health and potentially defend women who need to cross state lines in order to access the health that they are seeking. It also works to protect the privacy of patients and providers, ensuring that digitally stored information, that, medical records, that online searches and mobile apps, that all of that is kept private. It also will work to ensure the safety, of course, of patients and providers, and this includes the information we've gotten from the White House includes mobile clinics that have been deploying to state borders to try to make it easier to access the services they need for women who might live in a state that have more restrictive rules. There are also going to be a new interagency task force to make sure that all the various arms of the government are working together and in coordination to try to help women across the country as best they can. And then the executive order will make 100% clear that federal employees are allowed to use their paid sick leave to seek reproductive care. So some of these things in the executive order the president will sign later today have already been underway from the Department of Health and Human Services. The executive order will enhance or expand those efforts. But the White House really doing absolutely everything it can to try to ensure that women across the country can access the reproductive health needs. But ultimately, ensuring access to an abortion nationwide is something that Congress needs to do.
When it comes to Roe, when it comes to a precedent that's been around for nearly 50 years, what needs to happen is Congress needs to act. We have to codify Roe. We have to make sure that it is the law of the land, and that's what he's going to keep speaking to.
Now, we are expecting to hear from the president at 11:30 this morning at the White House. He has a speech scheduled for remarks on reproductive health care. That's when I would expect him to be signing that executive order, either immediately before or after that, Jay.
All right, Stephanie Liebergen reporting from D.C. this morning. Thanks, Stephanie.